I am so glad to have what has become one of my most dear brothers in the kingdom. I think he would concur. We brought him years ago, and I'm saying this out loud. To me, he is the funniest gospel comedian in the game. Y'all clap. I'm saved, so I've never seen Cedric the Entertainer, but my cousin told me about him. And because I'm a preacher, I talk about stuff like flow and pace. It's a preacher thing, but that matters when you do something for a living, particularly talk. He never rushes. It's a preacher thing, but he's not in a hurry. He kind of has pace. He understands black people and church context and ethos. So all that together, I just appreciate as a speaker. You'll notice he's not in a hurry. He's setting up what he's going to do next, and I just love all that. It's kind of like homiletics. It's crazy. I don't care about that. But I'm telling you, man, I love him. He's going to bless you. He hit me up and said, I'm on tour across the country, and months ago I said, book us for November. It is church anniversary. It makes perfect sense. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 4 says there's a time to laugh. Amen. Yeah, the scripture tells us that what? Laughter makes the heart merry. It also says wine too, but let's just laugh and stay away from the wine. Amen. That's what the Bible says. I got to tell you, but let's just go with the laughter and not the wine. Amen. Hey, you're about to laugh. You need it. And sometimes I just need to laugh because life can be sad. Yeah, family can make you sad. Bills and stuff and marriage and relationships. So sometime, man, I just want this place to be a place. So I told him, every time he gets new material, call Pastor Vernon, come to Cleveland. Because this is also how he feeds his beautiful family. And so I never let him come for free. I make sure he leaves Cleveland able to bless his family because this is how he eats and he's good at it. Word Nation, those watching across the world, would you stand up and clap for the hottest comedian, in my opinion, in the gospel game, Marcus D. Wiley!
All right. What's up? Y'all sit down. Let's get it started. What's up? Fellas, y'all may relax your fingers. Y'all can relax, man. What's good? Word Church, 22 years. 22 years. 22 years. That's a long time. It's a long time to pastor. That's a long time, to pastor my people. These ones. It's a long time. Okay, a little stand. Yes, sir. Okay, yeah. To Dr. R.A. Vernon and Lady Vernon, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this major celebration. I appreciate you. Let me also, for sure. Let me also thank some of the ones that's responsible for me being here, be it Tynice, be it Sierra, be it Larry, and there's so many others, but them are the ones I'm in contact with all the time. So just want to say thank you right there. Now, I know 22 years is a long time because I'm a preacher's kid. Some of you know my story. I'm a preacher's kid. Great-grandfather pastor, grandfather pastor, father pastor. And I broke the generational curse of pastoring. Yeah, I broke that thing, But I've been in church my entire life, been in church my whole life, and that's why I understand this thing, 22 years, is major. It's major. Yeah, don't poo-poo it. It's major. And even for the folk who like work on staff, because that's really what I thought. I wasn't a comedian at first. I became a comedian while working on staff at a church. Yeah, I thought working on staff was going to get me closer to the Lord. I thought working on staff, I was going to be reading my Bible every day. But come to find out, working on staff, it wasn't for me, Couple of things about working on staff, just wasn't for me because I was doing staff work in the 90s. And that's when folk didn't know how to be saved. We were still learning how to be free, So folk was coming to church, hey, how you doing? They always was saying, blessed. How you doing, sister? Too blessed to be stressed. How you doing, brother? Too anointed to be disappointed. I mean, just all these rappers. And I didn't feel like that. You know, I wanted to come to church at work and tell the truth sometime. You know, I just want to walk in work and they say, Brother Wiley, how you doing today? Cursed. Me and my wife ain't equally yoked right now. Yeah, and no, I don't want to pray, you know, just let the devil have his way. I'm telling you, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, I worked on staff. I ain't like working on staff. I didn't like it because you couldn't call in sick when you was well. Oh, y'all gonna catch up with me in a minute. I say you couldn't call in sick when you was well. Yeah, it ain't like that. You know, on your job, if you don't feel well, you could just call them and say, hey, I'm under the weather, won't make it. They gonna hang up the phone. They ain't gonna ask you no questions. But when you work at church and you call, they be like, y'all call in, I can use y'all church. Oh, word church, how would me serve you? Hey, this Brother Wiley, you know. You know, because I don't call in sick, you know, when I'm sick. That's stupid. I go to work sick. I'm not about to waste them days, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there. When I'm sick, I'm in Miami. When I'm sick, I'm in Vegas, you know? Yeah, I don't waste sick days to be sick. That's stupid. But you call in at the church, you know, they, where, how would we serve you? I'd be like, yeah, Pastor in. No, he's not. Well, just let him know, you know, I'm a little under the weather. Instead of them just hanging up like your job do. They want to hit you with, ooh, the devil sure is busy, ain't he? Let me get one of the associates to pray with you. I don't want to pray, I'm lying. Just hang up the phone, you know? Just hang it up. But yeah, good to be here, man. Let me get started. As Pastor said, I'm on the tour, man. I've been doing 50 cities. I started September the 1st. Yeah, September 1st. We go all the way to December 31st. I'm trying to recoup some of the money the devil stole during COVID. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to recoup some of that. So let me give you a little bit of this. It's called Grown, Gray, Forgiven. Grown, Gray, Forgiven. 2005, I bought my mom a home in 2005, right? This is what I did. Yeah. Bought my mom a crib, yeah. And daddy. I had two parents. My mama be getting all the credit. But I bought my parents a house. And this was a big deal. This was a big deal for me buying my parents a house because I thought you had to be, you know, an athlete or a major entertainer when all I really had to do was apply myself. And I was able to buy my parents a crib, right? 2005. In 2005, I had been doing comedy, I believe, about 3 years. About 3 years I was doing comedy. I started doing comedy late. I started doing comedy at the age of 29. At the age of 29, 8 days before turning 30. 8 days before, some of you struggling with math, I'm 50. I'm 50 years old. I'm 50 right now. I turned 50 September 28. Been doing comedy now for 20 years. I'm just setting this up right now. This is a setup. So watch this. I'm buying my mom all type of stuff. Comedy was good. It's been good to me. Buying her vehicles, jewelry. We going out to eat places we ain't never ate before. We able to eat off every flip of the menu. You know that, because that's important, you know. Yeah, growing up, I couldn't eat off every flip. I just was able to eat off that first flip. That's called appetizer. That's where we stayed, right there, appetizer. I don't care what type of restaurant it was, Mexican food, Italian food, soul food, seafood. I just knew first flip, right there, appetizer. When the people come, what would you like to order? Wings. I already knew. I didn't have to look. Wings, fries, water, a bowl of lemons, because my lemonade better than y'all's. Yeah, I'm doing all this with my mama, treating my mama well, and then my mama shares with me one day, she say, Marcus, what you gonna do when these churches stop booking you. I said, why would you say something like that? Why would you put that negative energy in the air? She said, what you gonna do though when these churches stop booking you? And I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Vernon, I felt like, as long as I stay scandal-free, I'll be able to work in churches till I die. Because as a Christian entertainer, it's a little different than a secular entertainer. Secular entertainer fall off, make a mistake. We counsel them. Christian entertainer fall off, make a mistake. We cancel. I wouldn't be here tonight had I fell off. Even though Bishop would want me. I mean, Pastor won't. He'd be like, no. You're a little hot right now. We praying for you though. Just know we got you covered, Doc. Which is understandable. But watch this. Watch this here. Then out the blue, in 2020, we get hit with this pandemic. And it's called, it's a virus called coronavirus. That's what it was called at first. Then it went to COVID. Then it went to COVID-19. Then it went to Iota, Theta, Delta, Sigma, Alpha, Omega, monkeypox. It just went to all type of stuff. It's so many different variants. And I'm not gonna lie, if I can be honest, when this thing first hit, I thought it was only gonna last about 2 weeks. I said, it's gonna last about 2 weeks. They had shut the country down. I say, this is gonna last maybe 2 weeks. We're the United States of America. We're a strong, intelligent country. This ain't gonna last that long. So at first, I was cool because I had money saved for a rainy day. Yeah, my dad always taught me, have some money saved for a rainy day. So when it first started, I wasn't tripping. Yeah, churches calling me to do these virtual shows. I ain't doing no virtual show. My career on a whole nother level. Plus, I got money saved for a rainy day. Yeah, they got all these Zoom shows, and a lot of y'all got this PPP money. So you had access to folk that you never had access to. And now you calling us, trying to, can you perform at my baby graduation party, and divorce party, and retirement party, birthday, and I was turning all that down at first. Yeah. Because then September came. And I realized I didn't have rainy year money. I got rainy day money, but I ain't got rainy year money. So I had to do what the Bible said. I had to humble myself. And you don't even know if you can humble yourself till you got to humble yourself. Oh man, it was tough. Ooh, it was tough. So now I'm starting taking these shows, and now I'm doing these shows, these virtual shows I said I would never do. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm still mad at some of y'all because it was terrible that you wouldn't even show up virtually. I mean, I'm sitting in front of my computer trying to tell these jokes. Everybody's mic is muted, so I can't hear laughter, so I'm only depending on shoulders. That's all I can depend on is your shoulders, bank head bouncing. And some of y'all so lazy, you don't even show up virtually. You put your avatar up. I said, how lazy can you be? You can't just wake up and just show up. You at home. So I'm doing this. Then all of a sudden, I get a call from my partner, guy by the name of Ali Sadiq. He's a comedian on the secular circuit. Yeah, real funny cat. Yeah, Muslim cat. He calls me and says, hey man, listen, I know the churches are closed. That's what he said. I know the churches are closed. Yeah, but these clubs, they wide open. Oh, and I got to stop right there because the churches are closed. We're in a pandemic. Folk right now don't know what to do. And the place of refuge is closed. It ain't no knock on the church because it was a mandate. But I'm just sharing. But the clubs are open. And y'all, I did not want to get back in these clubs. I started doing comedy in the club. I didn't want to get back in the club because that's what we preach against. Darkness. But there was some other nesses I was worried about. Like homelessness, carlessness, moneylessness. My daddy always taught me, player. Yeah, my dad always say, Mark, pray about everything. So what I did, I went to the Lord in prayer. And I said, Lord, I got opportunity to make some money in these clubs. And if it be thy will, let me know. And before I can get up off my knees good, I heard a still small voice that said, who can we send? Who will go for us to these clubs? And I said, Lord, send me. I go. And so for the better part of 2.5 years, I've been working in these clubs. If you see the residue leaking off me, it's because I've been in there. Now I'm looking at some of your older saints and I can tell you got a little judgment in your face. But I want to share with you that I represented us well in the clubs. Yeah. That's why he sent me. You can't go. He know how you gonna act, but he sent me. I represent us well in the club. Every night I'm in these clubs across the country and folk who don't know me coming up to me saying, man, you was funny. Man, I don't even know you. You don't even cuss. Do you cuss? And I'd be like, I know how. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I know how. Listen, I got kids. I know how, you know. I try not to, but I know how. Yeah, I know how. And then they come up to me, man, you was funny. Man, you was really good, brother. Let me buy you a drink. Do you drink? And I'm like, ooh, again. Because I'm a good Christian. Yeah, and good Christians don't drink in public. You know. I can't be no stumbling block. Not for you. Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And if I just have to do it, can you put it in another glass? Get that umbrella, all that fruit, get all that out the glass. Just, yeah. Folk coming up to me, watch this here. I'm representing us so well in the club that folk are asking me in the lobby when I'm selling my product, man, are you a preacher? And I was saying, no, I ain't no preacher. Oh, no. There's reasons why I can't be no preacher. I said, I come from a lineage of them, but I can't do it. Yeah, first reason why I can't be a preacher, because, you know, until they allow cussing in here. Yeah, no, don't get tight. Until they allow cussing in here, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I didn't say that I want to cuss, but some of you need it. Some of you need it. And do you know, pastors cuss out their congregation from time to time, but they do it through scripture. And because you don't read Bible, you don't know you've been cussed out. And that's why I got to do it I got to do it like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Second reason why I can't pastor is because, watch this here, it's too much walking go on in church. Like, look at this. It's too much walking. Watch this here. Only in church do we feel free, the liberty to just get up and move across the sanctuary. Nowhere else in the world do you go where you just feel so free, where you could just get up and walk. And my thing is, you don't walk nowhere else. Nowhere else. If you let Frankie Beverly be down at one of these here spots and you go sin, you've been having to use the restroom since you got there. You hold that thing the whole time. You just, and even when it get bad, you be like, oh, I can't hold it no more. I got to go to the restroom. Then your jam come on. Dun, dun, whoa. But in church, any reason, you just get up and walk. And see me, it distracts me, all that walking. So if I was a pastor, I got to preach with a bowl of rocks. Oh, I dare you to get up while I'm up here. Yeah, either you or these rocks gonna cry out. I dare you. Go on, get up. Go on, get up. Yeah. Third reason why I can't pastor or preach is because I can't keep your secrets. I can't keep them. Christians got juicy secrets. Christians got extra crispy secrets. And if you think I'm gonna risk my good health holding your sins, you out your mind. Yeah, you come tell me something in a counseling session on Wednesday. Just know Sunday when I get up here, that's church business. Y'all always talking about we a family church. Well, we about to find out. And lastly, I can't be no preacher because I like to go out too. Ooh, I'm finna break every chain. I said I like to go out too. And I don't think it's fair that you, the congregation, get to go out, live your life any kind of way. And I, the pastor, got to be at home fasting. I got to be at home praying, trying to get a word together for your raggedy life. Raggedy life. That's why you'll be downtown on Saturday, you'll look up, Pastor, praise the Lord, everybody. I'll see you in the morning. Happy 22 years. Yeah. But watch this. We're in the pandemic. I'm at home. All my shows in 2020 got canceled. I had a good calendar. Them folk were just calling me. Hey, Mark, we gotta postpone it. Hey, Mark, we gotta cancel. Hey, Mark, can I get that deposit back? The devil is a lie. No, ain't no deposit back. No, that's me there. But I'm noticing during the pandemic, while I'm not working, I see other people thriving. All my stuff stopped, but I'm looking on this thing called social media, and I'm seeing people thriving. Now watch this. I'm seeing other comedians, and this gonna sound like I'm hating. I'm sorry. This don't sound like I'm hating. But these are cats that I know are horrible. No, watch this, because I need you to understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying horrible, I mean they like what I'm called, they hot, but they not done. They hot, but they not done. And I done had a whole lot of hot food that wasn't done. And since I'm performing now at a church, you should understand the hot done concept, because when it's all said and done for you down here, I know you don't want to get to the gates and the Lord say, well, hot. So watch it. I'm on social media, but I ain't on it. You know, I'm on it like if you need to get in touch with me, but I ain't on it. See, social media came out when I was grown. Came out when I was grown. Like I was already in my sweet spot when social media came out. I got no knock on it. I just was already where I wanted to be. I was grown. Grown was something I've always wanted to be because my mama and daddy made grown sound like the thing to be. It was their answer for everything. Mama, why do I have to eat my food at the table, but you get to take your food in your room? She got 2 words. I'm grown. And when I would hear that, Lady Vern, I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to be grown. Man, when I went to college and they was like, what you want to major in? I said, grown. Yeah, I don't want to be no pharmacist. Where's grown at? And then when I got to college, college gave me a little piece of being grown. I mean, can I tell it? Can I be real with tonight? Man, when I got to Texas Southern University, HBCU in Houston, Texas, yeah. That's where I got a couple of degrees at, and I tell you, man, when I got there, y'all, oh my God. Listen, I don't know if you ever been to HBCU, but man, it's a party every night. Listen, it's every night. Yeah, if you don't know about it, that don't mean it wasn't going on. Every night, it's something to do, and I'm not gonna lie, on school nights, I would go to parties, leave the dorm 12, leave dorm midnight. Yeah, I had to ask no mama, no daddy, can I go? And I was out there, and then I come in 4 in the morning, and class is at 8, and I might go. I might. I mean, they're not calling parents in college. Yeah, I'm doing me. Yeah, having a good time. And then when that first year was over, I had to go back home. After having a little taste, a little ski taste of being grown. When I got back home, that's when I realized I was growing, but I wasn't grown. I had my little girl over one night. We're over there, and my mama looked at the clock and said, hey, Marcus, you might want to take her home and come on back. It's getting late. I told my mama, Mama, come on now. I ain't coming back. Mama said, oh, no. You're going to take her home, and then you're going to come back here. And I said, Mama, but when I'm in college, I just stay. My mama said, well, you're not in college. You're here. And you bring I can't say what my mama say, because, she was first lady, but her mouth. Yeah, her mouth. I don't know if that's going on, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about my mama. Talking about my mama mouth. I was like, ooh. But I guess my daddy like it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But, it's okay. Watch this. I take the girl home. Saturday night, I started talking to her. My mama started paging me. This when pages was out. My mama, this just blowing me up. Putting 911 in the page. It's not no emergency. I just cut the page out. I end up staying the night. Man, when I tell y'all, I came home that next morning, my mama must have slept at that door. Soon as I put that key in that door, and my mama got to just swinging on me, boom, hitting me. I can't say what she said, but she just hit me and everything. Finally, my daddy show up. My daddy say, hey. Come on, calm down. Mark, come here, man. You are just killing the peace at this house. My daddy was a real player. He laid back. He say, look, man, I get it. And my daddy told me, he said, man, I get it. You in college now. You smelling yourself. But the problem is 3 people live here and only 2 people grown. And you're the one that's not grown. So what you're going to have to do, watch this, is go get your own. My daddy told me at the tender age of 18, you grown when you on your own. Alone. And don't need a loan. That's what the man told me. He said, you grown when you're on your own. Alone. Because some of y'all got roommates. You need somebody. alone and don't need a loan. So what I did, I went found somebody else that wanted to be grown just like me. And we went and got us an apartment. And I ain't gonna lie, my mama didn't want me to get no apartment. She cried when I told her. My daddy was like, let him go. My mama was like, I don't think he ready. Change the rules then. But anyway. I mean, if you really want me to stay, you know. Change. Watch this. My parents are good people, man. They bought me a bedroom set for that crib, and I remember the first time they took us to Walmart, and they just put everything in my pantry, just had me right. After that food ran out, I had no idea groceries cost this much. I mean, just some of the things I was used to at the crib, I had no idea it costs like this. I mean, just like toilet tissue, at the crib we use Charmin. I didn't know it cost that much. Bounty paper towels, Orvin Redenbacher popcorn, Tabasco sauce. I mean, I had no idea this stuff cost. So what I would do, I would wait till my daddy go to church and my mama go to work, and then I would go to the house and grocery shop in their pantry. That's what I do. That lasted for about 2 months. Then one day, me and that same young lady went to the house. I put that key in that door. Then you get stupid. You start looking at the house. Is this the house? I'm all in the window. I go to my neighbors, call my mama. The way she sound, I could tell she been waiting on this. I call my mama. Hey, mama. She, yes. I say, did y'all change the locks? Yes. I said, why? She said, because you a thief. And it was either change the locks or call the laws. Now you want to be grown? Go and be grown. I tell everybody, that was the day I grew up. Watch this. So one of you parents probably need to hear this. That was the day I grew up. So now I grew up, and then I got my own swag. Watch this. I got my own grown swag. What that mean is I came up, my daddy had a definition for grown, but now I got my own. And my definition for grown now is when you are not influenced by pop culture. I'm grown now. I ain't influenced by nothing. I do what I do now. Yeah. I got it from my Uncle Terry. I got an Uncle Terry, y'all, in the 80s. My Uncle Terry, gangster player. Jerry curl. Wet looking, but dry. This is key. Wet looking, but dry. My Uncle Terry, herringbones, ropes, Turkish links, nugget rings. He came to the house last Thanksgiving. I said, Terry, what's that you wearing? He said, Obsession. I said, you still wearing Obsession? He talking about they still make it. It still caught your attention. My Uncle Terry looked the same way in 2022 as he did in the 80s. He's not influenced by pop culture. But my thing is, I'm trying to understand, because don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to be exactly like Terry, but I do understand, how can I be like Terry without being like Terry? Yeah, how can I be? Because we live in a time where everybody is an influencer. All y'all influence, right? So I'm looking on this social media, and my wife was like, man, you got to do something. I'm at home. She's like, you got to do something. She's scared we're going to lose this house. You got to do something. So now I'm starting to do stuff on social media. And it was hard for me, because on social media, it's a bunch of gray areas. It's a lot of smoke and mirror on social media. I don't knock it, but peep game, it's a lot. I'm seeing people on social media, I'm like, wow, they doing it, but I know this ain't them. I know her. I know him. So I did my research. How can you be successful on social media? It's 3 things. Consistency, engaging, and know-how. Let me break down consistency. Y'all, so the first thing I did, I was doing this IG Live thing, trying to build my followership up. It's called Hell No Ministries. I was doing this every Monday, Hell No Ministries on IG Live. I sit at the table, my wife cook, and I talk about something for about 30 minutes, I get off, right? Didn't want to do it, but I gotta do something. I mean, I feel like my wife got that pressure on me, I gotta do something. I'm doing Hell No Ministries, and folk was following me, man, folk was loving it, but I wasn't. Folk was loving it, but I ain't like it, because I feel like I'm just saying stuff, And so I'm doing this here. And it caught the attention of this white comedian by the name of John Chris. John Chris is a big-time comedian. He liked my Hell No ministry, DMs me, and say, hey, bro, I have a Mother's Day run, 4 shows in 3 days. Love for you to be on it. I said, hey, what's the number? What's the number? What's the number? I mean, because he white, so I know it's a number. I said, what's that number? He told me the number. I said, I'm there. The first show, Indiana, some town, I'm talking about, it's lily white. I walk out, it's all white. Everybody white. No, the workers white. Ain't nobody, I'm the only black person. When I walked out there, I shared with him. I said, look, y'all do know this was a comedy show and not an auction. I saw Get Out. I'm just saying I saw it. I just make sure we were straight. I ain't know the boy tried to set me up. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm talking about consistency. When I get off stage, we're driving to the next town. After the show, we're driving to the next town. And John said, say, bro, that thing you do, Hell No Ministries, he said, that's good. He said, you ought to do more. You ought to do it more. I said, John, I don't even want to do it. He said, well, man, if you don't want to do it, you might want to stop, because he said, social media is just like your girlfriend. And he said, you talk to your girlfriend once a week. Other people talking to your girlfriend 2-3 times a day. Who do you think your girlfriend is going to eventually start listening to? And I said, I hope my girlfriend's smart. He said, she ain't. So you got folk on here, they're consistent. Even if it ain't good, they consistent. Engaging, watch this here. I'm very engaging. Man, you talk to me, man, you're going to be like, oh, that dude. But I'm not on social media. I'm not engaging. I've never been at a restaurant and thought, let me take a picture of this food. I just haven't. I haven't done one challenge on social media, because that's what they call engagement. I haven't done one challenge. They did the ice bucket challenge, the mannequin challenge, the so gone challenge, key challenge, all this. I ain't did not one challenge, because I'm already challenged. Every month I do a light bill challenge, a gas bill challenge, a water bill challenge, a mortgage challenge, a car note challenge, a daycare challenge. I'm challenged. People want you to be engaging. Me and my wife, our favorite group, New Edition, right? New Edition was on their little last tour. I think it was called the Culture Tour. And everybody was there. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, Johnny, everybody. My wife was like, baby, we got to go. So to get to Houston, I'm booked. Couldn't go. So I was like, she all in her feelings. So I find what New Edition going to be when I'm off. It happened to be Atlanta. I get the tickets, fly staff, first class, and put her in the 5-star hotel, because, I'm trying to do something after the concert. Yeah, if I could just be honest with you, I'm trying to do something. When I spend money like this, I'm trying to do something. Yeah, and I'm married spending money trying to do something. So if you single and they spending money, they trying to do something. We trying to, I didn't know. Yeah, you knew. So we at the concert, New Edition out there. Get the talent, my wife, we having a good time. We just, we having fun. Until I looked up and she got the phone out, recording, Instagram Live, showing all these people who didn't pay. She done messed up the night. These tickets $1,200 a piece, and you just showing it to folk. Oh no. So now we in there fighting, because she don't understand all I done went through to try to hook up with her tonight. But she doing all this for engagement. Then the last thing, watch this here, is know-how. Know-how. Man, folk, I don't even know nothing about this. I'm on shows with people, I post a flyer, 2 likes. They post a flyer, 500,000 likes. I say, dog, what are you doing? Then they break it down, oh man, well, you gotta get in tune with the algorithm. And they say, you post yours as a picture, and I post mine as a reel. And they doing all this here, then the peak hours of times you need to post, because these are times people on the West Coast, this time they going to work, and then these time the people on the East Coast at lunch. And my boy telling me all this, and I had one question for him. Man, what's your wife's favorite color? What? Your wife. What's her favorite color? He told me, I don't know, why you asking me that? I was like, because you don't know her algorithm. You don't know her peak out. You don't know nothing about her. Right? So I'm saying this to say, that's what I be trying to, I be trying to do that. I ain't got really time to learn the social media aspect. But here it is, as I get off of it. The last thing. I found out over the pandemic, watching social media, it's possible for people to be rich and famous on social media and not good. Rich and famous and not even good. Rich and famous and not good. My wife got this show she watched called The Voice. Are y'all familiar with The Voice? Yeah, she watched The Voice. This is one of her favorite shows. I don't watch it, but because we sleep together, I see it. And I'm watching The Voice, and The Voice blessed me. Because what The Voice showed me was, you got these judges on there who backs are turned to the audience, to the talent rather. They backs turned. The reason why they backs turned to the talent is because when the people come out to try to impress them, they backs turned because they don't want to be swayed by how pretty she is. They don't want to be, duped by how handsome he is. They don't want to be fooled by how well dressed they are or by what their personality is. Because these folk are only listening for the voice. They're only listening for talent. They don't even pay attention to you until they know you good. The problem with social media is our chairs are already turned around. So we so enamored with all this, we don't even know what's good and what's not good no more. We don't even know. Over the pandemic, I know pastors, you know how many pastors I know? I know pastors had 2 members at their church. 1, 2. 2. Pandemic hit, they went got the right mic. got the right lights, turn their guest bedroom into a sanctuary. And now they got a booming mega ministry via social media. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with that. But don't forget, it was a reason that they had. Let me stop because y'all think I'm hating. You could be rich and famous on social media and not even be good. I know because it happened to me. I'm at home and I'm chilling and a lady DMs me. She DMs me, this lady DM'd me. Marcus, big fan of your comedy. Would love for you to counsel me and my fiance. I hit the lady back. Hey. Thanks for the support. However, I'm not a counselor. And because I'm a Christian, I ended it with a nice tag. Be blessed. She DMs me again. Hey, I listen to you on the radio. I'm a big fan. And I love the way you talk about your wife. You talk about the relationship with your wife. And I think me and my fiance can benefit from your wisdom and knowledge. I hit her back again. Hey. Thanks for listening. However, I'm not a counselor. Stay encouraged. I switch it up. I switches it up. I know a lot of phrases. She hits me the third time. But what she say this time, sister, I knew it was nobody but the Lord. Because she says, I'll pay you. Some of y'all don't even know when to shout. Now, who am I to stop the blessings of the Lord? Watch this. I go tell my wife, babe, a lady paid me to counsel her and her fiance. Here go my wife. You ain't no counselor. I said, get thee behind me, Satan. Oh, you gonna be the main one. Want a purse, want some heels, want some hair, want some lashes. And you around here telling me who I'm not. I'm all God say I am. Oh, it's always the people close to you. So I had to get her together. I take the counseling session. I tell my wife, come watch your man work. We on the counseling session. We're there. We talking. The lady come on, Marcus, I just want to say thank you so much, for taking this and blah, 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 blah. She was like, I just don't know because we've been engaged now for 7 years. Same thing I said, sister. I wanted to tell her I've been in church all my life, and if I got my numbers right, I think the number 7 is the year of completion. That's what I want to tell her. But, she didn't pay me. So, I just can't say that right now. I got the money, the cash app. And so, people want fluff, They just want that. They don't want direct, they want fluff. And so, she started talking. I'm showing you something. Watch this here. Rich and famous, not good. She's still talking to me, and she says, Marcus, I just don't know what to do. Now she's crying. This one I'm realizing I'm not qualified. I ain't been to seminary, theology school. I don't have no degree, no certificate, no trophy in this. But she got her trust. Me. Social media, I'm trying to show you something. She got trust in me. Now I'm tripping. I don't know what to say. I look over at my wife, she crying. I say, fix your face. I don't know why you crying. You married. I don't know why when one woman cries like a chain reaction, women just start crying. Get it together, girl. This lady done paid us. She over there crying. Had to get her together again. Dr. Vernon, finally, the lady says something that I can catch on. The lady says, Marcus, I just want my relationship to look something like yours. I said, like mine? Are you sure? Because I tell her, I said, yeah, you want your relationship to look like year 25. But I bet you don't want 5 through 7. You sure don't want 9 through 11. 13 through 15 was bad. And in the year 2020, when the pandemic hit, I ain't gonna lie, I had never seen her that much before. And we was waking up every morning. I was like, God, are you still here? You ain't got no little apartment you can go hang out at? A little clubhouse, nothing? I told the lady, I said, you don't get so enamored with advertisement. Yeah, because when I'm on the radio, I be lying. Yeah, it's called a morning show, not a morning truth. That's what I'm lying. I say, but don't get enamored by advertisement. Taco Bell food look good, advertised. I dare you go eat it tonight. You ain't gonna make it Sunday. Here it is. I'm ending here. I'm ending with this. I ain't gonna be able to get to forgiving. I apologize, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all was a good crowd. I'm ending here though. Player. Watch this. This how I told her, I said, but ma'am, listen. I said, you don't get so enamored with this advertisement. I told her, I said, listen, what I had to learn, this true story, this go for everybody. What I had to learn, man, ain't nothing wrong with my relationship. Nothing. Me and my wife argue sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We ain't equally yoked all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I want to go right, she want to go left. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I had to start telling myself this. Ain't nothing wrong with my relationship. It's just that my relationship ain't on that level yet. Ain't nothing wrong with mine. He don't even call, I know. My relationship is not on that level yet. Only in relationships do we not want seasons. We talk about seasons all the time. It's my season. This is the season for gathering. This is the season for this. But only in a relationship do we want it always. So what's it? So ain't nothing wrong with mine. Mine's just not on that level. When I see other people's stuff, you know, and I think it's cool, you know, even if it's fake, and I think it's cool, I'll be like, yeah, my relationship ain't on that level yet. I end with this. Y'all, told you I worked on staff at this church. Worked on staff at this church, and I'm on staff, and I had been married 3 years, and my co-worker had been married 30 years. He comes to work one day and he said, hey, Mark, I have to take an extended lunch because I just bought my wife a brand new Lexus, and I'm gonna go pick her up, take her to get the car, we're gonna go get lunch, and then I'm coming back. I said, well, go ahead, pimp. I said, do your thing, cuz. He went did it. When he got back, I couldn't wait. I was like, oh, how did it go? That boy said, Marcus, she loved it. Oh, in the dealership, she just hugging me all on me, kissing all on me. While he telling me the story, the phone rang. When the phone rang, that's all I heard. I wrecked the car. He said, what? She said, I wrecked the car. He said, what? She said, I don't know what happened. He said, hey, calm down. are you all right? She said, I don't know. I didn't see the other car, babe. I don't know what happened. He said, hey, calm down. Are you all right? He said, I don't know if the car totaled. I don't know nothing. He said, hey, I don't care nothing about that car. Are you all right? I said, wow. My relationship is not on that level yet. Because had I bought my wife a brand new car, 3 years of marriage, and the day I bought it, she wrecked it, I wouldn't be asking her, is she all right? I know she all right, she called. I would have been saying, put the Lexus on the phone. Let me talk to the car. Hey, y'all, that's my time. My name Marcus D. Wiley. Happy 22 years. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.